Hey, it's Randytbird out here in Arizona on a April 14th morning. Just out for a ride. I've been haven't been doing much video lately. Actually, hardly any, because I've been consumed with this move. We spent all day yesterday moving more stuff up to the new house, and got caught in a monumental traffic jam, and it took a lot longer than expected, and it's kind of wearing this old man out a little bit. But anyway, I thought I would take a break from it here today for a while and go for a ride, since I haven't been doing much of that this month. But we still got the bigger part of the move to do, but I've got movers coming in later this month to move all the big stuff, the heavy stuff. We just been hauling boxes and the contents of my garage parts stash and Christmas stuff, you name it, all the stuff we had in our storeroom, and so that kept us busy. Yesterday made the trip up there to Porter's Lakes, where we're living. Weather's beautiful up there. It's about 10-15 degrees cooler there than it is here, so I was 70 yesterday up there, so it was really a nice day. We're getting the house together. The house has some challenges. We need to touch up the paint, and we need to just do a few things. But we're just getting moved in. Oh my God, that is one smelly, nasty diesel. Holy crap! There's something wrong with that thing. Anyway, nothing like a big snoot of diesel fumes to make your morning good, right? Anyway, no, but we've been dealing with the house and working on that, and a good friend of mine passed away, and so we just had to doing stuff that's surrounding that, and somebody I'd known for nearly 40 years, and it was a very sad time. Not unexpected, but still the shock when it happens, you know. So anyway, man was a hell of a rider, a hell of a brother, a hell of a friend, a hell of a family man. It was awesome, really awesome knowing him. But anyway, just out for a ride on the diner today. I went to take the Heritage out, and I just changed my mind. So I just was going to ride the diner today. So it's going to be about 85 today, 88. It's going to be a beautiful day out here in the late spring. We've had a really mild spring down here in Arizona, but looks like, looking at the 10-day forecast, it's going to be in the 90s, the mid 90s, toward the middle of the end of next week. So it's that time of year. So the beauty of it all is that I'm going to be out of it here by the end of this month, and in a much cooler temperatures, basically a reset to what weather we're having right now. So, but yeah, I just, you know, I'm looking at the house and everything. It's just beautiful up there. I was listening to the dirt bikes and the quads riding around the areas, and I heard some target shooting, which is different, because around here where I live, if you hear shooting, it's usually somebody doing something illegal or a drive-by and whatever here in the ghetto Mesa that I live in. So, well, not so much ghetto, it's definitely the hood. So hearing gunfire that's target shooting and not fired in anger, that's much better. much better than what we have here. So just going to be awesome living out in the country. I've looked forward to that for a long time. Didn't think I'd ever get it done, and circumstances just worked out. So again, the house is going to need some work. It is 54 years old, and it's got its challenges. The previous owners did a really crappy paint job when they moved, and so we're gonna have to fix that, because I mean, they did things like paint around pictures and stuff like that. It was terrible. But we'll take care of that, get that all sorted out, and you know, it's be a work in process. It'll save time. And for the first time in my life, I got an electric garage door opener. That's pretty awesome. And garage about the same size. The house is almost exactly the same size as the one we're living in, except that it's mine. So, but that's pretty much where I've been at here lately, and I appreciate you folks that are hanging on and watching my older videos. I appreciate that. There's 235 of them up, I believe. Or no, there's like 315. I don't know. It's a bunch. I've done a bunch of videos since 2019 when I started doing this. So, and I do appreciate you all that watch my videos and like and comment. I really do appreciate that. So I hope the weather's getting good for you folks in the east and the north. It's finally getting to the spring there, and you guys can get out on your bikes and enjoy. And my friends up in Canada and the Northwest, I hope it's getting good for you guys as well. We had Arizona Bike Week here last week, and there's a lot of people talking about how expensive it has gotten. When you go to the Westworld thing out in Scottsdale, $71 to get in, and that doesn't even include your entry to the music things that they were having, which I think they've just gotten way greedy. I remember back in the late 90s when it started out, everything was pretty much free. I mean, you know, they had things like the superbike races at the PIR, and that was you know, you had to pay to get into that, and they had the drag races out at Speed World, which is no longer around. But it was just a lot more fun and had more of a everyman feel to it. Now it just seems like you got to be wealthy. The week pass, the 5-day pass for the Scottsdale festivities up there at Westworld was $335. I mean, that's insane. I mean, you know, riding motorcycles, I mean, just hell with it. Go for a ride. Screw all that stuff, you know. Yeah, you like to see some music, whatever, buy their albums. You can buy their whole catalog for less than it cost you to go there for one night for an abbreviated show. So anyway, there's not really much up in Scottsdale that thrills me. Well, they got a lot of freeway closures this weekend, so I'm stuck in a little bit of traffic here, and so I would just deal with that. Yeah, it's crazy. They close all the freeways in different sections around town, and so the detour routes you on to another detour, which is crazy. It's like the state doesn't talk to the city and vice versa. So I just don't get what they're... Yeah, they just do a terrible job of taking care of this traffic flow. But, you know, this stretch of road here is kind of treacherous anyway, so I just hope people pay attention and watch. I mean, yesterday when we went up north, there was an accident. There was more than a 25-mile long backup going 10 miles an hour, so instead of the hour and 15 minutes it normally takes to get up there, it took me 2.5 hours. Yeah, it was quite the ordeal. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Other than that, it seems like that nobody out here knows how to merge. So wherever there's a transition from one freeway to the other, people get all confused. And you know, you either got people that are really super aggressive or people that are really, really nervous about it. So you can filter here, but it's really not safe to filter here on the freeway. You know, that people are just, in this stretch especially, it's just one crazy messed up stretch of road. So I will be patient. It's just not generally my strong suit, but I'll be patient. I always do seem to get in the lane that doesn't move, though. It doesn't matter what lane I'm in, it's the one that doesn't move. If you ever saw the movie Office Space, there was a scene in there where the guy changed lanes when the lane started moving, and then he got stopped again. So it's kind of the same. Yeah, they closed the main stretch. They're doing a massive amount of construction down on I-10, and so they routed it up onto the 202, which is now closed off because they had the 202 out to the east all messed up. So you just can't win. Anyway, still smiling. Just looking forward to this. Could be my last ride down here in the in this normal route that I've been taking all these years, because the moves continue, and when that's done I'll be up there and the bikes will be up there and I'll be riding around a whole new set of scenery. I'm really tired of living in the city. This up there, it is so quiet and so, you know, there's traffic on the interstate and there's traffic in through Prescott Valley, but for the most part it's just very peaceful. They're quiet at night. I haven't been up there too much at night. They say you could actually see a lot of stars still. You know, down here you can see a handful of stars and that's it. Oh, what ramp is closed now? Oh my God. Anyway, I'm going to append this video and pay attention here. I'll be back a little bit later. Hey, it's Randy. I'm back. Finally got out of the traffic nightmare I was in, and now I'm just back on some side roads here, headed back towards 87. This is out on the reservation here on 92nd Street or some, whatever it is. You can see all the yellow flowers here. It's springtime in Arizona. Yeah, that'll all be cooked here before long. I wonder what the hell that is. Looks like a maybe an old trailer park. Huh. All abandoned. Anyway, cutting up to McDowell Road here across the reservation. It's funny how things change so quickly. You're in the city, then you're out of it, and you're back in it again, but this is pretty cool right here. Not a whole lot of people here on the south edge of the reservation, Saw River, Maricopa, or whatever they call it, reservation, farm country. This road kind of takes you down to the casino. There's Casino Arizona down there, the pretty popular place. Got a good buffet down there if you're in the Phoenix area. Of course, everything's real crazy expensive these days, but their Wednesday seafood buffet out here is pretty good. You got a gold wing trike. Hey, those old houses have seen some better days. Matt probably had some stories. Not sure what kind of crops they've planted now. I know these things are pretty much going all year round out here. Guy on a bagger. But it's nice and green, that's for sure. Beautiful day today. Just a few clouds in the distance, but nothing dramatic. Nice blue sky. April's a great month here in Arizona. Sometimes it gets a little windy, but for the most part, it's a great month. And I'm looking forward to up north, kind of extending that great months into May and June, and before summer hits in full blast. I was reading the almanac there for the area, and it gets about 3 times the rain that the Phoenix area gets. They actually get about 1.5 inches to 2 inches of snow a year, so it has to be a pretty heavy-duty storm coming through to give it much snow there. But I've seen snow there, and it's it can if the right storm comes through, they can get 5 or 6 inches. It just doesn't happen every year. It's nice to be the variety of the trees are just starting to get buds on them, the trees that are in our yard. And one of them had flowers last week, and this week they're getting green shoots on them. It's springtime. What a novelty. I was watching some videos on YouTube the other day, and I'm not really an Indian fan. I got no quarrel with them, but I've noticed that, and one model in particular I've never been very enamored with was the Scout. But the 2025 early release model that they did, the Scout 101, is a pretty cool looking little bike. I gotta admit, it looks really good, and they've done a fine job with that, and they keep hanging on. I still think they probably sell 100 Harleys to every Indian, but yeah, the people that have them like them, I guess. I've only heard a few people that had them that said that they didn't care much for them. So I think the only problem here is the dealers here that sell the Indians. They charge a lot of markup and a lot of fees. You know, like I'm gonna call it the metric dealerships. A lot of fees. That's to me, I don't know why they, if they can't make enough on the bike, maybe they should be doing something else. But I mean, thousands of dollars of fees. They advertise them on the Craigslist and on the Cycle Trader and all that, and there'll be a price of $16,999 for a Scout or a Chief, and then by the time you get done paying fees, you're into $23,000. It just is not right. And I think that the Indians dealer network needs to be more specialized. I mean, let's frankly, let's be right up front. Harley's not giving anything away, but the Indian dealerships tend to be tied in with a lot of the metric stuff. So I think that they need their own dealership, Indian-only dealership, to make things a little bit better. But I could be wrong. So anyway, well, finally got out of the nightmare of Central Mesa there. A couple of sport bikes out on 87. This could be my one of my last videos out this way before I change scenery and total. But I do like this ride. I always have. And today notwithstanding, you can usually get out of the city pretty fast. Today had its challenges. Got the four peaks in the distance, Red Mountain and the closer mountain there. Some of my favorite views. But the views up where I'm moving are just pretty incredible as well. And those videos are coming. Watch for a lot of stuff in the month of May. There'll be a lot of different destinations, a lot of new views. Anyway, this is Randytbird out here in sunny Arizona on a beautiful April morning. I want to thank you all for subscribing. We grew some subscribers last month, even though I didn't do as many videos as normal. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. And feel free to comment and like and share my videos with your friends. And even if you don't subscribe, if you're watching my videos, I appreciate it. Throw me a like in there. It's all good. Anyway, it's Randytbird out here in